Flack. We are twins who do movie reviews and commentary about movies. I want to again thank those who have subscribed to our channel. We'll discuss our top 5 animated Disney movies of all time. We only did 5 because the other ones were trash. Nah, just a kidding. We felt like these were the ones we would watch again and felt the most entertaining and different when it came out. The movies we rank from least to best Disney movies we watched through our years. I know some of the older movies had some offensive and negative things about them, but as a kid, we didn't think about those things, especially in the early 90s. We'll do a brief summary of the movie based on our knowledge or memory of the film, but mainly why we like each film. The Beauty and the Beast is number 5. It came out in 1991, one of the older Disney movies. In this movie, a prince is cursed by a poor woman to punish him for his rude behavior and selfish ways. She turns him into a beast, and in order for him to become human, he has to fall in love until the final leaf of a poisonous rose has fallen, like the petal of the leaf. We get introduced to Belle, a bookworm who stays with her father, until one day her father goes missing. So Belle sets out a mission to look for him and learns he's captured by the beast. So she takes her father's place as a prisoner. So she basically did an exchange like, take me and let my father go. In this Disney movie, we see the relationship between Belle and the so-called beast. We see how the beast's behavior changes for the better. I think that reason I like this movie is because she was kind of similar to us in the sense that she enjoyed reading books, aka a bookworm, because I feel like as a child we was known as bookworms. I also like that she didn't accept falling for a narcissist like Gaston. He kind of like the villain of the movie. The movie showed the opposite of the princess needing the kiss of a prince for help, which I thought was good because he basically needed her to basically become back human. Although I like the movie, it is not lower on the list as being great because I didn't like the dynamic that an instant girl has a change for an angry beast who basically kidnapped her. Like it came off little Stockholm syndrome. Like he captures you. Like you don't have to fall in love with him. The movie Frozen is number 4 on the list, and it came out in 2013, one of the most recent films. It focuses on two sisters, Princess Elsa and her sister Anna. Princess Elsa has the power of turning things into ice and snow. The parents of the two sisters were fearful of Elsa's power when they was young, so they had Anna's memory wiped and Elsa isolated. We see in this film how the two sisters have to come together after their parents' death. They have to overcome the separation between the two, the concept of loving oneself, and the people who want to cause them harm. I like this movie because it didn't focus on a princess being saved by a male shining armor. I like that it's focused on two sisters and the bond they had in the movie, which was heartwarming. I also like that Elsa had powers and both sisters had a storyline. Like it focused on both sisters, not just one. One of my favorite characters, however, in the movie was Olaf the snowman, which I feel like Disney always does. Just have like an overly cute figure in the movie or somebody that's the comedy relief. The scenery of the movie was also different with the snow, ice, and pretty sculptures, which enhanced the appeal of the movie being called Frozen. Number 3 on the list is the movie Tangled, which came out in 2010. This movie is based on Rapunzel, who is kidnapped as a child as a baby by Gothel, a homeless older woman who cuts Rapunzel's hair due to the magical power it holds, making Gothel younger. The film follows Rapunzel through her teenage years, trapped in a tower until she meets a quote-unquote handsome guy who basically like a town thief. We also see how she discovered the truth about herself and how she escapes the confines that have been brought on to her. When Tangled first came out, I didn't think it was gonna be similar to other princess movies based on how stereotypical the characters look and the concept. Because I felt like it was like the blonde hair, blue-eyed girl and the quote-unquote handsome guy in the movie. But it wasn't like that. It was actually different. I read that I also like that although Rapunzel was discovered by Flynn, the guy character in the movie, she was the lead in choices that she made. Like she took charge in whatever she wanted doing. For instance, she letting Flynn leave. Instead of Flynn leaving, she basically bargains with him to explore the town. She also cuts her hair to kill Gother. Like her cutting her hair, in my opinion, showed that her power was not just in her hair, but within herself. I think it was also great at the end of the movie that she actually saved him at the end because he was stabbed by Gothel, Flynn was, and in order to resurrect him, she basically she just used her tears to bring him back to life. I thought it was a great movie. The next movie, or number 2 in the list of movies, is Mulan. It came out in 1998 and is set in China. The movie takes place during the war, and each family in the fictional world are required to have one male from each family have to join the war to defend China. However, in Mulan's family, there's only her elder father So, to honor her family and save her father from going to war, Mulan disguises herself as a guy and joins the army. We see her experience in the army and the task she has to endure while fighting in an all-male war. I really like this movie because it showed that women can be more than just a damsel in distress, like they have in most princess movies. I felt like it was great that Disney movies finally did something different when it came to women characters. I like that they made so a woman was saving the day, and better yet, a woman of a different race. Because I feel like most of them have like characteristics of, I guess, someone Caucasian or white. Also thought it was great showing that women can achieve just as much as men. So our, I guess you could say, number one movie, the best one is Lion King, which came out in 1994. It focuses on the animal kingdom, specifically lions. The movie follows Simba, who is the prince of the animal kingdom in Africa, and his father Mufasa, the king. So a tragedy happens within the kingdom, which caused Simba to deal with, which means he becomes the leader. While experiencing betrayal, he experienced like love and new friendship in the process. I feel like my earliest memory of a Disney movie is Lion King. I think it was a great children's movie showing many life lessons about standing up for yourself and have to deal with loss. Timma and Pumbaa were also funny, who became friends of Simba. I also like that the twist in the movie about the betrayal, and had a great like soundtrack, and the scenery of the movie was equally as great. So those are just like a few of our Disney movies we thought were good and basically like growing up. I just want to say that the reason why we didn't choose certain movies like Snow White and Cinderella is because they have so many different versions of these movies that weren't that great. I do prefer more of like the live like adaptation of movies such as like Cinderella. And then like with Cinderella, I consider like the Brandy version. We also prefer like the other non-animated movies, like you kind of mentioned, The Jungle Book and Maleficent. Also, as we mentioned before, a lot of Disney movies they had before had like outdated concepts. Some were like more racist and sexist. When we look at that movie, there were a lot of Pixar movies that we thought we really enjoyed as well, and maybe we'll do that in the future. But thank you so much for listening, even though it was like a shorter video. Like our other videos, check out our other videos on the channel. And please, please, please subscribe. And thanks again. Bye.